Hello guys, and welcome to the new video on Microbit Pomodoro project. In the last video, we implemented both visual and audio alert when the state is equal to state timer finish. So once the Pomodoro timer counts down to 0, it will flash all LEDs on and off 4 times, and then we are going to play either power down or power up sound to indicate that we finished with that particular phase, work phase or break phase. Now the thing is that we would like to have both of these notifications, visual and audio, to play at the same time. Currently, they are playing in sequence, and the way to fix this is to move them out of this forever block and to put them inside their separate forever blocks. So I will take forever block and I will copy it. Maybe you noticed this so far by yourself, but each forever block will be run concurrently. And the way how the Microbit board is dealing with this is that it gives a portion of time to each forever block to run its code. And it works as well even now, but it may not be that obvious. But in each forever block, the first thing that we are doing is that we are inspecting what is the current state. And if the current state does not match what we want for our code to execute, then it will simply not execute. That is why it feels like they don't run in parallel, but in reality they do. Now let's move this all of this, and let's separate. I will just move this back. And if we put these into their separate forever blocks, what will happen is that as soon as you start the simulator, it will run, okay, it's a bit annoying, it will run both the visual and audio notifications at the same time because we don't have any condition. To fix this, we can simply use two variables to control when we should play visual and audio alerts. So let's create two new variables. Let's name them playFinishAnimation and playFinishSound. First thing that we would like to do is to make sure that these two variables are set to false. So we can simply grab this and move it all the way up. And let's see, we have our reset function, and we can set playFinishSound and playFinishAnimation, and both of them we can set to false, and it is the block inside the logic. Okay, now that we have set these both to false, we can simply wrap around those two forever blocks with if condition. Now if we run the simulator, these two forever blocks will see that these conditions are not equal to true, and they will not execute visual and audio alerts. When do we want to turn these two on? To set them to true, actually. We want to do that in this forever block when state is equal to state tick and when the timer reaches 0. Before we transition to state timer finish, we would like to turn these two variables to true, so they will start playing both the visual and audio notifications. So let's do that. Now that we have set these two variables to true, after we set those to true, then we go to state timer finish. In state timer finish, we are going to flip work time to its opposite and then set timer to either work or break time, and display strings work or break, and then transition to state delay. But we want to postpone all of this logic until we are finished with playing finish animation and finish sound. At the end of both forever blocks, we would like to turn these two to false. Only thing that is left to do is to check if those two variables are already set to false or not. So we can create a new function and name it hasAlertFinished. Let's see where did okay, so it's here, and it should be a simple function that will return. Let me zoom in. hasAlertFinished function is checking if playFinishAnimation and playFinishSound are not active. So if they are both not active, it means that our alert has finished. And now we can simply wrap all of this into one if condition that is checking for evaluation of this function. Now let's arrange blocks once more. You probably noticed that I like to play around with arranging blocks, but it's more to make it easy to read because it's not a classical code, it's more these code blocks. But yeah, I think that you should find your own way to organize things, and this is how I like to do this. Okay guys, so finally we can test out everything, and last time that we put work time to 10 seconds and break time to 10 seconds, we will leave it like this, so it's easier to test. And let's spin up the simulator. I will start the timer, and we are expecting in 10 seconds to see both alerts happening at the same time. Okay, it works. This was power down music, and let's wait for the power up for the work phase, and we can conclude that we have everything set in place. Okay, great. Everything is working fine, and let's just not forget about our values. So 25 by 60 and 5 by 60. That was all for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.